Oh my word. I don't know what to pack. It's empty. It's empty.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Normally I freaking love packing and I love doing things. I love like preparing for the travel. But I don't know, I think it's the nerves, and I think it's not knowing what to expect when I get to the airport. And I think it's just, I've been waiting for this moment for so long that I literally just want to get myself into the bag and go. And I'm like, do I wear a mask? Do I not? How serious is this thing? Because we're allowed to travel. America hasn't put a ban on us yet, so I don't know what to do. Hey guys, so I'm in bed, ready to go to sleep. Sunday night now. I'm supposed to fly out on Thursday to go and visit my boyfriend who's been away in New York for about 3 and a bit months now, so I haven't seen him for quite a long time. And I'm supposed to go visit him now. The president of South Africa has just spoken and said that he advises against travel to the USA and Europe and China, advises against international travel for South Africa. Basically, it's not a ban, so the airline for now is telling me that they won't give me a refund and they won't move the flight because there's no ban on travel. So I'm going to head there in the morning, see what I can do, see when I'm flying, see what I'm happening, see if I am flying, I head there early in the morning and see what happens. But it's quite a scary time and I'm quite emotional because I really want to see him and I don't know if he's going to be able to come back either. So, but anyway, I'm going to go sleep. I'm sitting here in my suitcase because I literally don't know what to pack. Like, I literally just want to pack myself in my bag and mail me off to go see him in New York. The morning of flying today. So it's Tuesday today. Flying at 1:30 from Johannesburg. Then I'm flying 8 hours to Dubai. Then from Dubai, I'm flying 14 hours to JFK in New York. It's gonna be so long. So that's why I thought to tire myself out and to get me refreshed and to feel good for this long 24-hour day of flying, almost 24 hours. I would go for a quick jog, do a quick home workout, and then to the airport. Let's see if we have any problems. The airline isn't giving me a refund, so I'm gonna go ahead and go travel. So I've just come back from my little joggy jog, and now to the airport. My ears look a bit funny because of the mask. So I got to the airport this morning and I wrapped my bag and everything, and then I get to check in and she says, where are you going? So I said New York, and she's like, I don't think you're gonna be able to go because you're not a US citizen, so you're not going home. So then they took my passport and they went like up to headquarters, but yeah, they said I'm fine to pass through, so my bag's being passed through to New York. So yeah, I'm through customs now and passport control, so now I'm on the other side. So I just made it to my boyfriend's apartment after like a whole day of flying. I just checked our temperature at the airport because I didn't come from a high-risk country like China or Europe. I was allowed to pass through customs, and then I literally finished 3 bottles of hand sanitizer on this journey alone that I bought in South Africa. And then there's literally like, there's not a single piece of hand sanitizer I can find anywhere in America. So I'm really scared now because when I go out, I need to hand sanitize when I get on the subway and stuff. But luckily, I just randomly walked into Carlos Bakery for cannoli, and they were selling hand sanitizer. So it's ready to go, and I'll let you guys know how the journey goes of my COVID-19 traveling. But I'm really excited. I was so excited when I popped out of the subway. First of all, I went to the wrong station, so my boyfriend took forever to find me because I was lost. So cool seeing him and stuff. But anyway, talk to you later, guys. So this big glass building there is the Javits Convention Center. And across the road, there's lots of news reporters because this is becoming a corona field hospital.
Where's that light of them? Is it that one up there? What's here?
Okay, this station's actually pretty busy. You've got nothing else to do at night, so you decide to walk around Central Park. Super dark out here. The only one bad thing about walking around here now is it's starting to rain. So I don't really know what we're gonna do now. Oh shit, now it's like coming down in buckets. Oh, cookies.
Natural history.
Yes, we are.
Which is closed also.
Yep. Because
Coco.
the cocoa is here. After some exploring and being out today, back at the apartment. So as you saw, they're setting up a corona field hospital and all the museums and things are closed. So we can't go into the museums, but you can see the sites on the outside. And then we just did Central Park exploring. So now we're gonna head to a friend's apartment. We're gonna go play some games, get a bit drunk, and just enjoy our evening and then walk slowly back to the apartment. Yeah, because as you can't go out to bars and clubs and stuff. So because of the corona, they want you kind of to stay indoors and stay at home. So we're gonna go to friends who my boyfriend works with, who he sees all the time, sort of safe around each other. So yeah, we're just gonna take a leisurely walk out there, but we spent the night together before going out. So yeah, see you guys there. Yes! It's so creepy, there's no one. There's
Except
no one.
A huge ass rat.
A huge ass rat that just ran in front of us. Okay, there's two other people, civilization, and a taxi. Is there another rat? There's another rat. Oh shit, there's more. In front of the Empire State Building. Look, there it is, all lit up, and here's the bottom of the Empire State. Hey guys, so my boyfriend's busy working. He works in this building here. Well, he lives there, sorry. So I'm just gonna go explore, bought some coffee. I'm just gonna go to explore New York a bit. Look, I'm about to go to the Oculus now, almost at the World Trade Center. So we're eating a famous New York slice from Joe's Pizza. Statue of Liberty. So we just did some last minute exploring. Today we went out all the way to the Met Cloisters and we went sort of out of Manhattan, and then we did like late night exploring around the Met. We walked around there. The one thing about being in New York at this time is that you get such spectacular photos compared to photos from the past, because it's so empty. So you don't have to wait in queues and you can take your time and set up your photos and just really get into it and see the city in a different vibe. It's really scary and it's really weird, but it is different. So when we were out at the Met Cloisters, I got a phone call to say that Emirates has just informed the world and South Africa that they're cancelling all their international flights and that they have one more flight going out tomorrow morning back to South Africa, and I have to be on that flight. So I've spent only 5 days now here in New York with my boyfriend. So hopefully he comes back now soon to South Africa, but I don't know what's going to happen. But basically I am heading to the airport tomorrow morning to JFK to get on the Emirates flight back to South Africa, because apparently South Africa is entering a lockdown from Thursday night, 12 o'clock. South Africa is entering a lockdown, 21 days. No one can leave their homes, no one can go outside, all flights are being cancelled, international and domestic. So I basically have to go back home now. Emirates has also advised that they'll be doing screenings. They want us to bring hand sanitizer and masks. So I've got my mask prepared, I've got my hand sanitizer from Carlos. Yeah, I'm just very sad to leave him, of course, because I'm not sure when I'm going to see him again, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with New York City. It's getting emptier and emptier, and the cases just keep going up and up. And South Africa, when I left, barely had cases, and they've really grown into a lot now. So it's so scary traveling at the moment. When I flew here, you get scanned, you get passed, people stare at your passports forever, wondering if you're on the high-risk country list. It's just, it wasn't an easy journey. It wasn't fun like it usually is traveling. It's just very uncomfortable, and you feel so wrong doing it the whole time. But let's see what happens. So I finally made it back home now from the airport. What happened was we landed in South Africa at 4 o'clock. Then we sat on the runway for an hour and a half. Then when we taxied, the health officials came onto the plane. That took about 2 hours. They scanned us all. Then they took our forms. We had to say which countries we came from, and the high-risk countries were, according to South Africa, USA, Europe or China, and obviously I just come from the USA. Then we got off the plane, scanned again for our temperature. Then they told us that we will be going to a hotel for quarantine for 14 days. So we're like, okay, cool, that's okay. But then 2 hours pass, no one's telling us anything, nothing's happening, we aren't going to quarantine. They're not letting us get our bags, we want our bags. They're not letting us use phones to tell our parents where we are, to tell family what's happening, that you can't pick us up because we're going to quarantine. The buses aren't arriving to take us. And basically I have a US SIM card in my phone, so it's not working, so I can't tell my parents what the hell is happening. Eventually they tell us, then they haven't provided us with food or water. The plane journey, 8 hours from Dubai to Johannesburg, they didn't give us food, they only gave us stuff to drink on the plane. So we haven't eaten for almost 8 hours now, a whole day. We'd just flown 14 hours from JFK to Dubai. They provide us with water. There's one glass on a table and a jug of water. And you want us to share a glass and one jug of water between a plane that had almost 400 passengers on it. They told us that we might go to a government facility and that we won't be allowed to take our bags with us. And then also we started seeing people that were on the same flight with us being allowed to leave and exit the airport because they didn't come from a high-risk country, but they were still on the plane with us. So they've still been in contact with potential virus carriers. So that started some rioting and some singing and people getting up in arms. So those are some of the videos that I took of the people dancing and singing and protesting against the way we were treated now in the airport. And then after that, they tell us, okay, no, we're allowed to go home and if we self-quarantine. That was 7 hours after we landed Finally got my bags, finally saw my parents. The airport was so empty. It was so weird. It's a ghost town. There's no one. We were the only plane on the information board. I think we were the only plane that came in that day, international. Domestic flights had already been cancelled. It's insane. And then my boyfriend informed me that he would be coming. So tonight is Tuesday night, and he is coming on Thursday. He'll be landing at 10 o'clock and the lockdown starts at 12 o'clock on Thursday. So he's coming in just in time. I'm not sure what's going to happen with him and self-quarantining and all that stuff. I'm hoping he's able to come out the airport. But it was quite an ordeal, quite scary, and we weren't treated very well. But hey. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. That was my journey. Quite unique, very scary, and the world is in a very tough time at the moment. Bye guys.